Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to discuss about medicinal chemistry and drug designing. Drugs are chemical agents that interact with components of a biological system to alter the organism function. So its activity means it is a particular biological or pharmacological effect, and the term potency denotes the amount of drug need to produce an effect. So, drug design or tailor-made compound aims at developing a drug with high degree of chemotherapeutic index and specific action. It is a logical effort to design a drug on such a rational basis as possible, thus reducing to the minimum the trial and error approach. It essentially involves the study of biodynamics of a drug besides the interaction between drug molecules and molecules composing the biological objects. So, drug design seeks to explain the effect of biological components on the basis of molecular interaction in terms of molecular structures or precisely the physicochemical properties of the molecules involved. Secondly, various processes by which the drugs usually produce their pharmacological effects. Third, how the drugs specifically react with a protoplasm to elicit a particular pharmacological response. How the drugs usually get modified or detoxicated, that means it has to remove from our body. Next, metabolized or eliminated by the organism. A probable relationship between biological activities with its chemical structure. So, its chemical structure is always depends on its particular or specific biological activities. So, the drug design in a broader sense implies random evaluation of synthetic as well as natural products in bioassay systems, creation of newer drug molecules based on biologically active prototypes derived from either plant or animal kingdom. Synthesis of congeners displaying interesting biological actions. The basic concept of isosterism and bioisosterism. And finally, precise design of a drug to enable it to interact with the receptor site efficaciously. In the recent past, another terminology, prodrugs, has been introduced to make a clear distinction from the widely used analogues. Prodrugs are frequently used to remove or improve pharmacological or biological properties, whereas analogues are primarily employed to increase the potency and to achieve specificity of action. What are analogous and prodrugs? In the course of drug design, the two major types of chemical modifications are achieved through the formation of analogous and prodrugs. Analog is normally accepted as being that the modification which brings about a carbon skeletal transformation or substituent synthesis. For example, oxytetracycline, dimocycline, chlortetracycline, transethyl stilbestrol with regard to estradiol. The term prodrug is applied to either an appropriate derivative of a drug that undergoes in vivo hydrolysis to the parent drug, example testosterone propionate, chloramphenicol palmitate, and etc. Or analog which is metabolically transformed to a biologically active drug, for example phenylbutazone undergoes in vivo hydroxylation to oxyphenylbutazone. Next comes the concept of lead. Another term, drug design as the vital process of envisioning or preparing specific new molecules that can lead more efficiently to useful drug discovery. This may be considered broadly in terms of two types of investigational activities, which includes exploration of leads, which involves the search for a new lead, and exploitation of lead, which requires the assessment, improvement, and extension of the lead. From the practical viewpoint, it is later area where rational approaches to drug design have been mostly productive with fruitful results. Examples. One of the examples, narcotic analgesics. In the year of 1939, it was identified, narcotic analgesics are identified and recognized a quaternary carbon as its main core, that is a morphine molecule mainly containing a quaternary carbon atom, which eventually formed an altogether new basis and opened a new horizon in the field of drug design of narcotic analgesics. Intensive research further led to the evolution of pethidine, which incidentally combines both the properties morphine as well as atropine. It possesses a quaternary carbon atom, quite astonishingly a much simpler chemical structure to that of morphine. So in the screen, as you can see, I have given the first structure is for morphine, second structure is for again morphine, another derivative, and thirdly it is a pethidine molecule. So what are the factors governing drug design? A cardinal factor governing the efficacy towards evaluation of drug design. The smaller the expenditure of human and material resources, the more viable is the design of the program. Experimental animal clinical screening should be carried out. Relationship between chemical structure and its biological property need to be studied. The quantitative structure activity relationship studies. It is a purposeful relation of structural variables that include steric, electronic, or other physical or chemical parameters which is affecting its structure, activity which is related to its structural variables. And a trend to synthesize a huge number of new medicinal compounds for exploration in a wider aspects that can be used as a medicinal value compounds in the future with the help of a chemist. Introduction of functional group in a molecule that may not be essentially Sambas metabolites, but we can add active groups or functional groups to the already recognized compound so that it will increase its activity when compared to the parent compound. So that's all about the initial introduction about the drug and factors affecting drug design. Thank you all.